right here in the session or not? I think all of you here. Okay, so girls, today we will start with a new lesson and a new idea for you how to understand the positive and negative numbers. Okay, so understand positive and negative numbers. How can you use probabilities in the place value to multiply? Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, this is not your okay, just 1 minute. So let's start with our lesson. How can you use positive and negative numbers to represent real world quantities? So let's start now. I hope that all of you can hear me clearly. So girls, today we will talk about a new idea for you, is the integer numbers. Integer are the set of integers are the set of all whole numbers and their opposites. Okay, so girls, today we will talk about a new set, that's mean a new group of numbers. We name this group of numbers integers. In integer numbers we have positive and negative numbers. We have positive and negative numbers. Look at the number line right here. Look at the number line right here. According to the number line, there is a positive numbers and negative numbers on the right and on the left. We named all those numbers, all those whole numbers. Whole numbers, we name it integer set. Integer set. So integers are whole numbers with sign positive and negative. So in integer set, I have a sign before the number, before the whole. Before the whole, I have a positive sign, so we name this number positive integer. And if I have a sign negative or minus before the whole number, we name it negative integers. Please stop typing on the chat, girls, and focus with me. This lesson is very important. Okay? So the positive integers locate on the right of the zero. Located to the right of the zero. So all the positive integers, that's mean the numbers, the whole numbers with plus, with this plus sign, located to the right of the zero. Look at the zero. This is the 0 point. This is the 0 on the number line. On the right side, I have positive integers. That's mean the numbers, the numbers with plus before it, with plus sign. And on the left of to the 0, on the left to the 0, I have the negative integers. That's mean a whole numbers with a minus before it, with a minus sign before it. Okay? So the number, the integer here, the integer will be according to their location on the number line. We will know the sign of the number. That's mean if the number on the right to the right of the 0, that's mean this number or this whole number is positive. If the number on the left side to the 0, that's mean this integer is a negative integer. That's mean a minus. Okay? Now, let's continue. Two numbers are opposites. Two numbers are opposites if they are the same distance from 0 on the number line. Okay, girls, you are asking about the lesson. This is the first lesson on chapter 3. Lesson 1 on chapter 3. Okay, girls, so if I have two numbers and those two numbers have the same distance from 0, look at number 3 here and number 3 here. Look, the distance from 0 to 3 on the right side equal the distance from 0 to 3 on the left side. Okay, they have the same distance. Okay, both numbers have the same distance, but the first one on the right, the second one on the left. So that's mean the number on the right has plus sign. That's mean this is a positive 3. That's mean plus 3. This is 3 positive on the right side, and another number on the left side, which is also 3, on the left side to the 0 is a negative number. That's mean the sign of this 3 is minus. That's mean this is a negative 3. If those numbers have the same distance from 0 and different direction, we named those numbers opposites. Opposites. Okay? So the opposite of negative 3 is positive 3. Magnetic? You ask me, Maria. Okay, yes, there is something now like the science. Okay? So the opposite of negative 3 is positive 3, and the opposite of positive 3 is negative 3. Okay? What about the number, if I want to choose another number 5? Look at this number. Who will tell me on the chat what is the opposite of positive 5? What is the opposite of positive 5? Excellent, Farah. Excellent, Maria. Excellent, Joanna. So the opposite of positive 5 is negative 5. The same number with the opposite sign. Thank you, Jana, Alina, Johara, Yusra. Thank you all, girls. If I want to ask you also something else, what is the opposite of negative 1? Who will tell me? Positive 1. Excellent, Farah. That's correct. What is the opposite of negative 1? It's positive 1. The same number with the opposite sign. If the sign is negative, that means the opposite will be positive. If I want to ask you now, girls, what is the opposite of 0? What is the opposite of 0? Who will tell me? Excellent, 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 all of you. I can't follow the chat, I'm sorry, but all of you, thank you. The opposite of 0 is a 0. Look, girls, 0 is a neutral number. That means this is a number without any sign, this is not a positive or negative number. Okay? That's mean the 0 is a neutral number. Okay? So the opposite of 0 will be the same number. It's okay, Lena? So understood, girls? You understand it very well? Because now we will do more exercises about okay, but teacher, what about, I don't understand your question. Sign for example 3, what is the opposite of it? Okay, we didn't do any exercise now. Okay, just this is an explanation, Farah. We didn't do an exercise. Okay? Okay. Yes, this is your lesson. Okay? So, girls, now open page 139 to do the first exercise. Okay, girls, you don't have this book. Why you ask me about the lesson? Okay, thank you for this question, Farah. She asked me what we will do if we don't have a sign. Okay, now I will talk about this. Girls, look at those two numbers. I want to locate those two numbers on the number line and find the opposite of the numbers. Girls, maybe someone will ask me, teacher, where I will find this minus and positive or negative numbers? Look, if I want to tell you something about the temperature, okay? And now your exercise about temperature. Sometimes the temperature is minus, right? Like in winter, the temperature becomes maybe -1 and -2. What that mean? That mean the temperature becomes less than 0. So we will use a negative integers to represent the temperature, okay? Also, when I want to tell you that in summer the temperature is high, that means, as I said, the temperature is 45 as an example. 45 as an example. If I told you in summer the temperature in Saudi Arabia will be 45 and in winter will be -2. So look, to represent the temperature I want to use the minus, the negative number, to tell you that the temperature is less than 0. That means this is a cold day, okay? Why here I didn't put the plus? Why? Okay, because in positive numbers it's okay if I didn't put a positive or a positive sign or plus sign. It's okay. But in negative you have to put the sign. So in positive quantities I can put the positive sign or the plus sign, or I can leave. Okay? So I can put it or I can do not. Okay? So it will give me the same idea. So if I have a positive quantity, I'm talking about this, Farah. If I have a positive quantity means I have to put plus before the number. So if I have a plus before the number, or if I write the number without any sign, it will give me the same value. So in positive quantity I can put the plus sign, or I can write the number without plus sign. Okay? But in negative quantity I have to write the negative sign or minus sign here. Okay? This is the difference between positive integers and negative. Okay? Yes, Farah. The answer is yes. So Farah asked me, teacher, if I have a number without a sign, that's mean this is a positive integer? Yes. The answer is yes. So if I have like this exercise, if I have 2 without any sign, that's mean this is a positive integer. So because in positive integer you can write the positive sign or the plus sign, or you can write the number without a sign. So it will be the same. Okay? So you can write the positive sign or not. But in negative I have to write it. Look, in exercise B I have to write the negative sign before the number to represent that this is a negative number, okay, or negative integer. So here I want to locate the positive number, which is here 2. So on the number line, 2 is a positive integer. That's mean 2 will be on the right side of the 0, on the right of the 0. That's mean it will be right here. This is 2. So you have to locate number 2. What about the opposite of 2? What is the opposite of 2? This is 2. Okay? What is the opposite of 2? Who will tell me? So, thank you, Lina. Your answer is correct. Thank you, Farah. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Maria. Okay, thank you, girls. So the answer, thank you, Tolene, thank you, Jenna. So the opposite of 2 is negative 2. The opposite of 2 is negative 2. The same number on the left side have the same distance from 0, or the same number with the opposite sign, which is here negative. So the answer will be, the first answer here, the integer 2 is on the, in which direction or on which side, right or left? Who will tell me? Right or left? It will be on the, thank you, Lina, thank you, Farah. I want all of you to answer me, please. On the right. So that's mean because this is a positive integer. So the positive integer will be on the right side. Now, on the graph, the opposite of 2 is what? As we said, it will be right, very good. It will be in the left, but here I want to write the opposite of 2. First thing I will write the answer will be negative 2. Okay? And the number or the opposite will be on the left. Thank you, girls. That's correct. What about negative 4? Negative 4. This is a negative integer. So it will be on the right side of the 0 or on the left. Thank you, Farah. Your answer is correct. So the 4, the negative 4, this is a negative integer. That's mean it will be on the left because the negative integers will be on the left side. So on the left side from the 0 I have to count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the negative 4. Okay? So this is the negative 4. It will be here on the left side. So I will write it here. So the integer negative 4 is on the left side of 0. And if I want to find the opposite of this negative 4, it will be what? Could you please type on the chat? It will be what? I'm talking about 4. Okay, leave 2. I'm talking about 4 now. Very good. It will be the same number on the right side. That's mean this is the opposite of -4 will be +4 or 4. So I can say it in both way. I can say the opposite of 4 is +4 or 4. It will give me the same idea. That's mean this is a positive integer. So the opposite of this number will be what? Will be on the right, as we said, and the opposite of at the right, and the opposite will be four, or I can say it +4. Okay, girls? Any question? So this is the integers. Let's continue now. Okay, girls, you finish this, please. If you finish, type 1 in the chat. Thank you. Girls, I know this is a new idea for you. This is a new lesson for you. But you will see it will be easy for you. It will be easy, inshallah. When we practice and do more exercise, it will be easy. Look at this table. Look at this table. This is a table. I have here positive and negative quantities in this table. This is quantities will be about temperature, will be about points in a game. So let's see each quantity, and it represents what? What is the integer that represent this quantity or this situation, and what does 0 represent also in this situation? So let's start. The first exercise, the first thing, a team loses 10 yards on the football game or football play. Loses, what that mean? Lose. If I told you I lose, this is mean a positive or negative. This is mean I take a point or I lose a point. This is mean a negative. Why this is mean a negative integer? Because the lost mean negative, but the winning or taking means plus, and I think you can understand this very well, right? So because you read here loses, that's mean this is a minus. You have to know this is the minus or negative integer. But what is the quantity here? The quantity is 10. That's mean the number that represents this situation is -10. Okay? What is the 0? What does 0 represent? If I have 0 in the game or in the football play, the team neither gains or nor loses yardage. That means there is no win or lose. 0, that means there is no win or lose in a football play. Okay? So this table to understand, okay, to understand what's the meaning of the positive integer and negative quantities. Okay? Now let's see the second situation, which is a point in Yuma, Arizona is 7 feet above sea level. I think you have something like this in science. I think you took something like this in science subject. A point in Yuma. Yuma is a region. Here when I talk about some place in Riyadh. Okay? Any region in Riyadh. A point in Yuma. Point is 7 feet. Feet is a unit. I can use it to if I want to measure the height, so or a distance. So 7 feet above sea level. That's mean this is a positive quantity or negative. Thank you, Lena. Your answer is correct. Thank you, Maria. So this is a positive quantity because the number is above the sea level. So to represent this, I have to use a positive quantity. That's mean positive 70. If I told you I have 0, the point is 0. This point, according to the sea level, the high is 0. That's mean this point will be on the sea level. That's right. That's mean this point is exactly at the sea level. So if I told you I have 0, that's mean a point that is exactly on or at sea level. Okay, this is the answer. You can write it. Now let's see number or the third situation. Okay, how Selma asked me how we know if it's plus or minus, negative or positive. Okay, according to the situation, Selma. Okay, we are talking about quantities. What does that mean? If I told you here the game or the team in a play game, football game or football play, the team loses. What that mean? If I told you loses, not win, loses, that mean a negative. That mean they lose a point. So this quantity must be a negative quantity. If I told you I lose a money, that's mean negative or positive quantity. From the meaning of the word, you have to know that this is a negative quantity. But if I told you the high of a point, any point in any region, the height of the point, the height will be above. Above, that's mean what? This point is higher than sea level by 70 feet. Higher by 70 feet. That means this is a positive quantity. Now let's continue. If I had a temperature of 40 degrees below zero, from this word I will know this is a positive or negative quantity. 40 degrees below, that's mean under zero. That's mean this is a negative quantity. That means this is a negative negative 40. Was recorded in Masori also a region. So what does 0 represent here in this situation? What does 0 represent? Sorry. If I have 0 degree in the temperature equals 0. Right? If I have 0 in this situation, that means the temperature equals 0, because we are talking about a temperature here. The quantity belongs to temperature. Okay? Temperature of 0 degree. So girls, the most important thing to understand this side, okay, this table here, right here, this is an explanation for you. Okay, this is an explanation. Now Larry withdraws 30 from his bank account. What does that mean? Withdraws, what does that mean? Withdraws means what? Okay, withdraw means what? Means plus or minus? Who will tell me? Means negative or means what? Withdraw means he lost 30 from his bank account. He lost girls. He loses 30 from bank account. Okay, that's mean a minus or that's mean positive or negative? Of course that's mean negative. Thank you so much. That's mean negative 30. Okay? That's mean the bank account decrease $30. Now, the zero represent what in this situation? The zero represent what in the situation that in the bank account? That means there is no change in the bank account, right? The bank account balance, right? I have balance bank account. That means no change in the account balance. Okay? Now, what about the situation? Tricia's golf score was 7. Strokes below bar. Below. She has 7 below. What that mean? Below. That's mean under. That's mean under the zero. That's mean she lost 7 strokes. Thank you, girls. Excellent. That's mean this is a negative quantity. This is minus 7. And the zero, what does the zero represent in this situation? Represent what in this situation? That's mean the score in for Tricia, the score of exactly bar. That's mean she doesn't win or lose any bars in this golf. You know how to count the score in the golf play? Actually, I don't. Okay, which one you don't understand, Trina? You don't understand the negative and positive quantity? I want you to specify for me, please. Now, a Carolina ion, no, sorry, not Carolina, chlorine ion. You know the ion from the science? Ion from the science has one more electron than proton. One more electron than proton. That means the electron will be more than proton. What is the sign for the electron from the science? The sign. What is the sign for the electron? Electron, girls, not proton. Electron. What is the sign for the electron? Negative. Very good, Farah. Very good. I have negative 1. That means I have one more electron. The sign for the electron will be negative. Okay, that means I have one more electron. What does 0 represent here in this situation? This one? Okay, look, we talked about electron. I have one more electron than proton. You know from the science that the electron will be negative and the proton will be positive, right? From the science, I have electrons in each ion and protons. The sign for the electrons will be negative and the sign for the protons will be positive. If I have one more electrons, that means I have one more negative electrons. That means I have one negative. This is the integer. So if I want to represent here the 0, if I have 0, that means the number of electrons equal the number of protons, right? Remember in ion, this is related to the science actually. So that means the number of electrons equal the number of protons. Okay? So this is how I will here represent the negative and positive quantities. Okay? Did you finish, girls, this table? Did you finish? Because I think our session is finished. I think you have a